All right, we're digging up the road today, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to be replacing a sewer line all the way from the customer's property to the main. And before you ask the question, yes, the homeowner is paying for this. All of it. The permits, cutting out the road, digging up the sidewalk, everything involved with replacing the road, taking out all of the dirt, replacing it with new fill. They were going to make them pay for cops, but then the cops didn't want to sign up for the job. We wound up telling them, look, we can't wait around for somebody to come out here and sit on their phone all day for $100 an hour. Like, I get that there's a racket that needs to be served on government jobs, but this ain't government work. And your racket is getting in the way of our private customers' health and safety. But anyway, speaking of racket, the $1,000 location guy was wrong. Turned out the town was right, and the line ran pretty much all the way across the street. So now we get to locate all of the utilities. We had a somewhat new high-pressure gas main, an old low-pressure gas main, and a 12-inch water main, which is not particularly old, at least not as old as the sewer. I can tell you that I know that for sure because it's sitting on top of the customer's sewer line and crushing it. On top of that, when I did get this pipe open and looked inside, a lot of poopies in there. Also a lot of roadstone. If you look behind my back where that water main is, it's roadstone from the bottom of the pit up. But you know what? I've done this enough times to know that it's not even worth having a conversation with the water company about it. I told the customer he could feel free to give it a shot, but most of the time this happens, it's someone's fault. But you as the homeowner are probably still going to pay for it. Especially when you deal with like local governments. They're just oppressive and shitty. You make a big deal about something and then they never let you build a deck in your backyard or something like that. It's really absurd to take into consideration how powerless we are in this country as law-abiding citizens. Sure, we have a justice system where we have rights and we have, voting and stuff like that. But if you really ever take it into consideration, the only laws that ever go into place are the ones that shit on law-abiding citizens and give lighter consequences or more due process to criminals. Which in a way is its own kind of freedom, the freedom to fuck people over. So with that being said, as a law-abiding citizen, you're going to get it from both sides. The criminals and the government, they're just going to, like a, squeeze pouch. But hey, it's the American dream. Now let's get back to the job. So this pipe has actually been backing up for about a month because, obviously we were having some difficulty with the government. All that rent didn't come from nowhere. And naturally, when we pulled it out, we flooded the entire trench with a whole bunch of sewage. And so all this mud that you're seeing in the video is actually a product of month-old sewage mixed with sandy soil, which we were completely covered in by the end of the day. But we got the whole thing done. We had to put RCA instead of DGA and compact it. And unfortunately, the asphalt plant was closed by 3, so paving wasn't able to get done today. But it's fine. They'll give us a fine, and we'll declare bankruptcy, and everything will be right in the world.